guys, it's Melanie. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to do my February book haul. So stay tuned. Okay guys, so this is my haul from all of the places that I've gotten books other than Book Outlet, because y'all know I do those as a separate video. And these are books that I got from things like Amazon, thrift books, etc. So let's jump right in. And these are in no particular order, just kind of how I have them stacked. Right off the bat, I have I Wish I Might, a novel by Lisa De Pascal. So this actually came in my December My Guilty Pleasures book crate, but I'm kind of behind on my unboxing, so I didn't unbox this one and my November one until just recently. So let me read you the back on this. The night Caroline Presley makes a wish on the first star, her life changes overnight. When Lila Cutler, editor-in-chief of Lilac, decides she wants to move on, she picks Caroline as her replacement. Despite Caroline's misgivings about whether the online magazine can continue its success, she accepts. Within a month, the media world is buzzing about Lilac's new style maker. Soon, the country's most fabulous estheticians, stylists, makeup artists, chefs, and trainers are at Caroline's disposal, and they are eager to please. Her new position and popularity also bring new attention from the men in her life. Suddenly, her crush Jack wants her attention. Brandon, the hot photographer, asks her out. Caroline doesn't mind the mysterious circumstances behind her newfound success, but when she looks in their eyes, she wants to know the attraction and feelings are real, and not just the power of the stars. And the next book is Dignity by Jay Crownover. And this was what was in my November My Guilty Pleasures book crate. And it says, looks can be deceiving. I knew that most people took one look at the ink and the impossibly big and strong body it covered and decided I was a baller, a bruiser, a beast. However, I was hardwired to be a thinker, not a fighter. My mind being my greatest weapon and my biggest weakness. I should have chosen to use my brain and talents to be one of the good guys, a hero, a man with dignity and worth. I turned my back on dignity and sold my soul to the highest bidder, deciding to dance with the devil instead. I couldn't figure out how to help myself, so there was zero chance I knew how to save someone else. That someone else was No Lee. She was the unkempt, unruly thief who was just as smart as I was and twice as street savvy. She was annoyingly adorable beneath the dirt and grime, and she was in trouble. In way over her head, I told myself it wasn't my job to keep her from drowning. In the point, it was sink or swim, and I wasn't the designated lifeguard on duty. I had shut the door in her face, but now she's gone, vanished, disappeared without a trace. It took less than a second for me to realize that I wanted her back. When a woman comes along that melts all the frozen hard things you're made of, you'll do anything you have to bring her home. What you see is not always what you get. And with a man like me, there's more than anyone ever bargained for. The My Guilty Pleasures book crate, what I've been getting at least, and what I'll get for the January box as well, is the erotic / contemporary romance. So, though I think later my box is going to change to the YA / fantasy. Okay, so the next 3 books and chapter sampler that I got actually came from Fierce Reads. When I was at YALLFest in November, they had this Fierce Reads bingo. And I did everything that I needed to do to get the bingo, including getting Cassandra Clare to sign my arm, which was like really, really cool. And at the end of the day, I raced over to the Fierce Reads booth to turn it in and get my prize. And they had literally just left. And the people that were there were like, email them and tell them, what's going on. So I emailed them. I sent them like this video clip of all of the things that I did, because you had to take pictures of everything that you did to fulfill your bingo. So I sent them a video clip showing them everything that I did to complete my bingo, and told them that I just missed them, and they sent me a prize. And I was like, yay! So I was super excited about that. So that's what this was. And it was just saying thanks for participating in YALLFest bingo. And I thought that was pretty awesome. So what they sent me the chapter sampler for The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Goo, or Go, I'm not sure how you say it. And this is about a girl who's supposed to go to Tulum for the summer and have this whole beach vacay and, you know, hanging out by the pool and no responsibilities. And instead she ends up having to spend the summer working on her dad's Korean Brazilian food truck. And she's having to work with like her arch nemesis. But like throughout the summer she discovers, you know, she's invested in her dad's business. She has met a boy, and maybe this nemesis isn't so much of a nemesis. And it just sounds like a really cute story. So they also sent me The Arc of Out of the Blue by Sophie Cameron. And this also comes out in May of 2018. And this is about a girl named Jaya who, her life seems to be falling apart. Her dad's on some wild goose chase. Her mother has passed away. And there are winged beings falling from the sky. And not like birds, but like angels or something like that. And all of them that are falling are dead, but Jaya happens to find one that has managed to survive and is injured. And so she takes it in and she's trying to nurse it back to health. And Sophie Cameron is a Scottish writer, and this is her debut novel. Next, they sent me the finished hardcover of The Wrinkle in Time by Madeline L'Engle, which, you know, if you saw in my Christmas, what I got for Christmas, or my January haul, that I actually got the box set of the Wrinkle in Time series. However, this one's really cool because, for one, it's a hardback and it's the movie edition. Something that's really cool about it is they have these pictures in it of things from the movie, which I think is pretty awesome. So that's neat. And I really, really, really want to read this before March 9th. Which I mean, it's a short book, so I should be able to read it no problem before then. But if you also saw, like, what I'm planning on reading for February, then you know I'm already reading at least 15 books. So I'm going to have to somehow try to figure out how to squeeze this in there too. Okay, and the last book that Fierce Reads sent me, I know, right? They sent me a lot. I was so surprised. I thought maybe they'd send me a book or an arc, but they sent me 2 hardcover finished books, an arc, and a chapter sampler. Okay, so the other finished hardcover they sent me was Speak, the graphic novel, which is just awesome. And I actually plan on reading this in February for one of the readathons that I'm doing. And it looks like so. And this is based on a novel already, but they've turned it into a graphic novel as well. And I haven't read the original novel, but I do plan on reading this. And it says, the critically acclaimed, award-winning modern classic Speak is now a stunning graphic novel. Speak up for yourself. We want to know what you have to say. From the first moment of her freshman year at Meriwether High, Melinda knows this is a big fat lie, part of the nonsense of high school. She is friendless, an outcast, because of something that happened over the summer. Now nobody will talk to her, let alone listen. So what's the point of talking? Through her work on an art project, Melinda is finally able to face what really happened that night. But before she can make peace with the ghosts of the past, she has to confront the reality of the present and stop someone who still wishes to do her harm. Only words can save her. She can't stay silent. Not anymore. And I'm curious what exactly happened. And yeah, I'm looking forward to reading this. So that's all that I got in boxes that I've opened anyway, and packages sent to me. The rest I actually ordered. The first thing here is Fire and Fury by Michael Wolff. This got a whole lot of media hype, and my husband, my daughter, they were both interested in it. Not a lot of books they're interested in, and I'm really curious what this says. And it was so hard to get a hold of because it was like sold out everywhere. And I ended up finding it on Amazon. Well, sort of. I ended up ordering it on Amazon, though they were currently sold out because they were sold out everywhere. And it was on back order. And it just finally got sent to me. But I'm very curious to get into this. I don't know when I'm going to get into it, but I have it now. Okay, the last 4 books that I have here, I actually ordered them all from Thrift Books. Now, this first book, I honestly don't recall how I ended up coming across this series, but it sounded like it was something that Xander would maybe be interested in, and it's definitely something that I would read because it's a fairy tale retelling kind of thing, and I love those. And I've said it a million times, anything I can do to encourage my family to read, I'm all for it. And that is The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell by Chris Colfer, who's this guy from Glee right here. I don't know if you can see him. There he is. So the back of this doesn't really tell a whole lot of information, so I looked it up online to tell you about it. And it says, Alex and Connor Bailey's world is about to change. When the twins' grandmother gives them a treasured fairy tale book, they have no idea they're about to enter a land beyond all imagining, the land of stories, where fairy tales are real. But as Alex and Connor soon discover, the stories they know so well haven't ended in this magical land. Goldilocks is now a wanted fugitive. Red Riding Hood has her own kingdom, and Queen Cinderella is about to become a mother. The twins know they must get home somehow, but with the legendary evil queen on their trail, will they ever find a way? The Land of Stories, The Wishing Spell brings readers on a thrilling quest filled with magic spells, laugh-out-loud humor, and page-turning adventure. And it's just, to me, it sounded like something that I would totally love, and I'm hoping that Xander will try it, and I think maybe if he does, he'd like it. Okay, so the last 3 books in my haul is actually a complete series, and that is the Legend series by Marie Lu. We have Legend, Prodigy, and Champion. And well, I'm not going to tell you anything about these 2 because they're the second and third books, but I will tell you about Legend. It says, once known as the western coast of the United States, the Republic is now a nation perpetually at war with its neighbors, the colonies. Born into an elite family in one of the Republic's wealthiest districts, 15-year-old June is a military prodigy. Obedient, passionate, and committed to her country, she is being groomed for success in the Republic's highest circles. Born into the slums of the Republic's Lake sector, 15-year-old Day is the country's most wanted criminal. But his motives may not be as malicious as they seem. From very different worlds, June and Day have no reason to cross paths, until the day June's brother, Mateus, is murdered, and Day becomes the prime suspect. Now caught in the ultimate game of cat and mouse, Day is in a race for his family's survival, while June tries desperately to avenge Mateus's death. But in a shocking turn of events, the 2 uncover the truth of what has really brought them together, and the sinister lengths to which their country will go to keep its secrets. Full of non-stop action, suspense, and romance, Marie Lu has written an exhilarating first novel that is sure to move readers as much as it thrills. And I have heard so many good things about this series, and well, about Marie Lu's writing in general. Everybody seems to just love it. And I have Warcross, and I'm looking forward to reading all of them. This sounds very, very different than the other, and well, this is like also like a post-apocalyptic type thing, and I like that. So that's all the books in this haul, but I do want to give a shout out to Rocky over at Salon with a Book for StrikeBackVideoAthon. She's another booktuber, and oh my gosh, she's got these cute little doggies. They're adorable, but y'all know I'm a sucker for animals because I've got too many in my house. But she is so active on both her channel and on Instagram and Twitter, and she's just really active in the entire booktube community or bookstagram community, and I highly recommend you go and you check out her channel, and I'll make sure to put that link to her channel down in the description below. And I guess that's it for today. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, click that subscribe button down below. And until next time, bye!